Hey everybody, it's Marissa. Thanks for coming back to see me. This is week 120, here to give you an update about how I'm doing in my weight loss journey. I started my journey on September 13th, 2010, and today is the last day of 2012. I can't believe another year has gone by. I started my journey at 374 pounds. This is what I used to look like. And I'm happy to say that I've pretty much maintained all my weight loss. I lost 174 pounds at my lowest. Actually, I think I lost more like 176 at some point, but I gained back a few pounds. So I kind of bounce around, but I generally stay at the 174 pound weight loss. Still trying to get through that though. Still trying to finally, get to that last 15-20 pounds, but I'm very pleased, that I've been able to maintain the entire year, because that's a challenge all within itself. This weight loss journey is not an easy one, and it is an everyday fight, and you have your good days and you have your bad days, and you have moments where you just feel like you've kind of lost your grip on things, but then you gotta refocus and regroup, and just get back on track. And that's what I find myself doing, more often than not. And that's just my reality. I'm still doing Zumba very faithfully. I didn't get to go to Zumba today. They had an early class, and I just got home from work. I'm done again for the holiday. And so I missed the class, but tomorrow there was an hour-and-a-half class for New Year's Day. So I think that's going to be very, very fitting, starting the new year off on the right foot. So what have I been up to? Well, I am 2 years and 3 months post-op, just to kind of give you another view of that, which is 27 months. It's been amazing. I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. My life in the past 2 years and 3 months is, considerably different, not that my life sucked before I had weight loss surgery, but obviously when I got at my very heaviest, there were just many limitations, to what I could do, and the amount I wasn't enjoying life the way I used to. When I had my surgery, I was 374 pounds, but I wasn't 374 pounds for like years. I probably got to that weight the last 6 months before I had surgery. That's when everything just kind of skyrocketed, and it all came to a head. But those were also like the saddest months, because I was the most uncomfortable. I remember being that weight and being hot all the time. I could never really like regulate my body temperature. Always tired, always winded. To walk from here to the corner, would make my chest hurt, which was like very scary, but I had gotten used to that. So many things I couldn't do that were I just almost accepted it, like, okay, I can barely like get the seatbelt on myself in my car. That's okay. Like, that's not cool. Like, those are things that, every person should be able to do. You have a right to be able to comfortably fit in your car. So, just with those little changes aside, my life has really changed, and I'm very, very grateful. But that's not to say that I haven't had to work hard, and I haven't had to have many, little talks with myself, like bringing myself back into focus, because now, being so far out, it's very easy to fall off the track, because I can pretty much eat whatever I want. The amount of food is what really, thank goodness for my tool. I can't overeat. And if I do overeat, I'm very uncomfortable. So I'm very grateful for my tool for that, for many reasons, but of course with portion control. I survived the holidays. I had wonderful holidays with my family, with my fiance's family. I got to meet a lot of his family for the first time, which was very exciting. I spent time up north with my family, and it was wonderful, but of course with all the holidays celebrating becomes a lot of eating, and it's hard to stay on track. It really is. And I did overindulge a little bit, but such is life. You get back on track, and I feel like I kind of offset a lot of it with my Zumba and my working out and my drinking water. Will I ever be perfect? Absolutely not. To those of you that follow me on my FitnessPal, that's probably the best way to get an up-close personal view of how my daily life is on this journey, because I'm very, I post what I eat, and I do make my comments, and if I'm having a bad day, I let you know. If I'm having a great day, I let you know. That's kind of like my place to kind of reflect and kind of vent to those of you who are also on a weight loss journey, because it's a place of like, It's a common ground, you know, because this isn't always easy. If you want to find me on MyFitnessPal, there's my username right there. So feel free to add me, excuse me. But anyway, I'm looking forward to 2013. 2012 was awesome. Of course, at the end, you know, got a little bit dramatic for various reasons. I mean, I had happy moments, I had sad moments. I still am definitely grieving the loss of my very good friend. And a lot of emotional things come with that, obviously, like emotional eating. So I've been trying to just keep it at bay. I go back to the hair salon probably in February, and that's where we first met because we worked together there, and that's where we would hang because I would still go up to get my hair done. And the last time I went up, obviously, she was sick and she didn't do it. So the next time I go, I'm going to go with my other friend who's going to do it now. It's just going to be different. So it's just, you know, it's like you hate to say life goes on because obviously it has to, but it's not to say that, you know, you're not going to hurt a little bit or be sad because that's just human nature. And I definitely have my moments, but I know she's very, very peaceful and she's in a happy place. But 2013, yeah, I have a lot going on this coming up year. You know, I just started doing interim plans for my wedding. You know, I started in the past couple days really researching a little bit. My parents are going to meet my fiance's parents next week, so that's huge. So there's a lot of big things going on, and we're going to hopefully be able to pick a date very, very soon so that that can be taken care of and we can move forward. I just feel very blessed and very happy and very lucky. I am marrying my best friend, the most wonderful man in the world. He has just completely come into my life like at the perfect time. I always wondered, you know, would there ever be someone for me? You know, am I ever going to find someone to share my life with? Testament to my husband to be. He's just wonderful, and I am so lucky to have him in my life and to spend the rest of my life with him as a gift. But like I was saying, you know, I never really thought that would be for me when I started my journey, you know, even before, albeit, you know, various reasons. And this time it was like everything just kind of fell into place. And I do think when things are meant to be, they're meant to be. And I do believe in fate, you know. I do. This has just changed my outlook on everything. Here's a picture of us. This is my darling fiance and I. I'm not sure if he's too hype about me, you know, putting our pictures out, but it's okay. I don't think he has, I don't think he really has an opinion. He watches this. Hi, honey. His name is Justin, and I am gonna be so honored to be his wife next fall as soon as we get a date. So we're working on that right now. As far as New Year's resolutions, I don't have one. My resolution for my whole life was always, this is gonna be the year I get fit. This is the year I'm gonna like lose weight, and I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. I've lost the weight. I've maintained the weight. I would like to move forward and drop, you know, 15, 20 pounds, but I don't want to do it as a resolution. Like, resolution to me sounds like that's not where I need to be coming with this. This is a life change, and there's no time limit on how long it takes me to get to my goal. I'm still going to keep working hard and living my life and being healthy. But yeah, for 2013, I would like to do that for various reasons. Obviously, I'm going to be in a wedding dress, so it's going to be, it's going to make me feel a lot better to have those last 15 pounds gone. But that, and just, you know, keep up with my Zumba. Yeah, that's pretty much that. And my camera just died just then, so here I am. I'll just wrap this up. I felt like I was getting off track there, but I wish you all the very best in 2013, to your health, to the commitment, to the journey, you know, to finishing what we started, to finishing what I started, talking to myself there. You know, I wish you health and happiness so much, to you and yours, and to everybody who has reached out to me. To my new subscribers, thank you for subscribing. You know, I have my moments where I feel kind of like, oh my gosh, this is so hard. But you know, when I get a little notification that I have a new subscriber, you don't know how much that kind of lifts my spirits, and it makes me go, oh my gosh, I definitely have people that support me, and I have to keep fighting. You know, not that I would have completely given up, but sometimes you need those little moments of motivation and encouragement, and I thank you so much. And to everybody in the community who has supported me from day one, so much love I have to give to you, and so much appreciation, because you've stood by me, you've seen me at my best, you've seen me at my worst, you know, and you still support me and watch me, and that is priceless. And this community really has changed the way I've approached my whole journey, because I never realized there was such a wonderful, awesome group of people just like me who struggle, who have victories, and who just need that support and love. And I thank you so very kindly from the bottom of my heart. This is my last video of 2012. I will see you all in 2013. Thanks for watching. Bye.